All
right. Here we go. Okay, heads up. Test in a week. Next Wednesday. You have a lab quiz on Friday. I'll give you one more lab tomorrow. So that's kind of our what we've got. And I want to talk about friction today. We did that last week. Give that a shot. Up when you have a guess. Share your ideas with people around you.
My theory is that the side of itself. I think it's because you think about it, if you go really fast in the car, it's so good. So if you're really fast in the car, you're gonna want to go back and start to massage I know it's satisfying. I thought
Okay, correct answer is got A's and B's. All right, so I am good with the static. Okay, so it's not slipping or sliding. One of the things I'm getting at with this question is a lot of times people are like, oh, look, it's moving, it must be kinetic. That is not the condition for kinetic versus static. Kinetic versus static, the condition is that it's slipping or sliding. If it's yes, slipping and sliding, that's kinetic. If it's not slipping and sliding, that's static. So in this case, it's not slipping and sliding, so we have static. Good with that? Okay. So, here, we are all familiar with what it looks like as you push something, either in a cart or a car or whatnot, where it slips backwards, slides backwards. Good with that? Like a bed of a truck or something. Okay. But if you looked at it from the outside, from your point of view, so here's the cart, here's the item. Okay. Watch what happens to the object relative to me and my buttons if I go too fast. How did it move?
Straight down.
Pretty much straight down. So horizontally, didn't move. Get at that? So if this shopping cart was icy, it would have a tendency to do this, right? So there's slipping and sliding going on between these two surfaces. If it's not slipping and sliding, which way is friction? Sorry, let's just do this. If it is slipping and sliding, which way is friction acting on this guy? Opposes the slipping and sliding. So on here, friction would be acting this way. Does that make sense? And so here, static friction is what enables it to move. You okay with that? There's gripping between the molecules of the box or block and the cart, and it's like go this way. Good with that? In the direction of motion. Okay? In the opposite direction, it wants to slip or slide, but in the same direction it's moving. Friction actually enabled it to move. Good? Okay? Next question. Thumbs up when you have something. Have a conversation. Tell them why you think what you think.
It's stopped. Technically, your foot is still like yeah. So you're kind of pushing your foot forward.
Hey, what do you say?
Hey.
Good. We got A and B. What I heard majority, yes? Okay, so we're good with static, not kinetic. Okay, we like that. I mean, this is good. This is good. It is static. So the way to figure out which direction, think about the question is put it on ice. Like which way, have you ever like tried to walk on ice and try to take too big of a step, too aggressive of a step? What happens to your foot as you, so what I'm looking at is this foot here. Looking at this foot, that foot there. What is this going to do if I'm too aggressive? It's going to slip which way?
Exactly what
Yes.
happens when you're on ice.
Right.
You can't move because there's no friction.
Okay. So which way is friction going to be acting on my foot? this way. This way.
Unless, definitely you're not.
Does that make
gonna be
sense?
Michael Jackson.
Right.
Where he's doing this move.
Okay. So if it was kinetic, it'd be going this way, but it's static. There's gripping going on, and static friction enables me to do what? Walk. Okay? In the same direction of motion. Does that make sense? So correct answer is B. You right with that? Some people are like, I hate friction. It's so stupid. Why can't if life wasn't friction? Like we didn't have friction, that physics would be like easy. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to walk. That would be like, dude, like you'd have to like push off of something. Might be a little different without friction. Okay, good with that. Okay. Yeah, recognize that I asked this question on the worksheet, but see if we can figure out why.
That is so fun to see.
I know.
What?
I know.
I'm not doing a Tokyo drift. I don't need to put on the parking brake. This isn't the anime where it's just
Have a
Tokyo.
conversation. It'd be being.
Great. That's why.
Oh, why you think so?
Just drag it to the side. Remember the grass picture?
Oh yeah.
It's because it's hard, like,
Well, I'm not talking about like it'd be like sliding.
All right, correct answer is. Here we go with B. Okay. Let's talk a little bit why. So it has to do with this. We want maximum static friction because that's greater than kinetic. Okay. A, C, and D all have kinetic friction, and it'll be the same amount of kinetic friction. It's not going to be any more or less.
What's skin?
What?
What's skin?
What's
Skin.
skidding? Like,
It's like not moving.
correct. The wheels are locked up.
Definitely, I'm not putting it in park. I'm not Tokyo.
Okay. So, if your wheels are locked up, there's slipping and sliding going on between the molecules of the road and the molecules of your tires. Okay? Even if you're going in reverse, that's the same amount of kinetic friction as if you were to lock up your brakes. Okay? These three would have the same distance. The only difference is this is gonna like wear your tire out in one spot. These two are gonna drop your transmission. Don't do these. Okay? Not worth it. So we want your tire to continue to roll and to grip the road. You don't want non-gripping, which would be skidding, sliding. Okay? Anytime you hear that's like you're clipping mountaintops, molecules. You okay with that? So we want the tire to grip the road, continue to roll, and not to slide. So this is why we have what feature in our cars? Anti-lock brakes. ABS. Have you ever slammed on your brakes and felt like this vibrating, like yes, no? Okay. That's the brake pads grabbing and releasing really fast, so it keeps the tires rolling, preventing the slipping and sliding. You okay with that?
So we still like want to slam on our brakes.
Your modern cars can handle slamming on brakes. Okay. Back in the day, you wouldn't want to do that. You'd want to tap the brakes.
Or not lock the brake.
Or not lock the brakes.
Play this ABS system.
Right. Good with that?
Anti-lock brake system.
Alright. Try that one on the side. Thumbs up when you have a guess. Talk to me later.
Yeah, you do. You are awesome. Oh yeah, like a 35%.
No, give us more than that. Yeah. No, I'd say 50. 60. I think 60 is fine. You get more than half right. Yeah, I think you get more than half right.
It's like, yeah, we do. Think about it. I want those way more.
I took 6. Well, I would be
So sad.
Are they dead? No, they're alive. I don't like my entire house with apples. Like, do the play like that loud. Yeah, I used to be able to do like those. Like, my dad told me what this. Yeah, that's what I use. It just doesn't work. No, it still works. It's just I have to like follow a specific area. It's so good. So I have to keep walking. I was my phone. I was like,
Alright. What do we say? Correct answer is A. 2 reasons. Number 1. Mathematically, the roughness between the surface of the runners and the snow is identical, so your coefficient doesn't change. So what's going to cause less friction is less normal force. Which scenario causes less normal force? Well, that's your free body diagram. And some of the forces in the y direction are equal to 0. So you have normal force plus your tension in the y direction minus your force of gravity. So normal force would be equal to your force of gravity minus your force of tension in the y direction. Compared to this scenario, where it's being pushed down somewhat. Normal gravity friction. So the sum of the forces here in the y direction are still equal to 0. You have normal force. You have normal force. Minus force of gravity minus applied force in the y direction equals 0. So your normal force is going to be equal to the force of gravity plus applied force in the y direction. Which scenario provides a smaller normal force? Here I'm subtracting from gravity. Here I'm adding to gravity. So this one's providing a less normal force, less friction. Conceptually, the normal force means as you're pushing down on the person, you're shoving those two molecules together tighter. Lifting up, looser. Does that make sense? Okay? All right. Here is story time.